Have you ever looked at a simple tub of cottage cheese and thought, could this really help me stay stronger after 60? It may not look exciting, but this humble food has become a quiet favorite for older adults who want more strength, steadier energy, and easy nutrition without spending a fortune. The truth is, many seniors are not looking for fancy superfoods. They want something affordable, simple, and realistic enough to eat regularly. And that is exactly why cottage cheese deserves a closer look. In this video, we are uncovering what makes cottage cheese so helpful for healthy aging, especially when muscle loss and low energy start becoming more noticeable. We will talk about why protein matters more with age, how cottage cheese may support muscle maintenance, and easy ways to add it into your day without turning mealtime into a chore. If you want a practical food that fits real life and may help support strength and vitality, stay with us, because this small fridge staple might surprise you. As we get older, staying strong often takes more effort than it used to. Many adults over 60 begin to notice it in everyday moments. Getting out of a chair feels harder, carrying groceries takes more effort, and energy seems to fade sooner than expected. One reason is that muscle naturally changes with age, especially if we are not getting enough protein or doing enough movement to challenge the body. That can gradually affect balance, mobility, confidence, and independence. And here is the important part. This change often happens slowly, so many people do not realize how much it matters until daily tasks feel more tiring. The good news is that small, smart choices may help support healthy aging. You do not need a perfect diet or expensive supplements to make progress. Often, it starts with simple foods that are easy to use consistently. Protein-rich foods are one of the biggest pieces of that puzzle, and cottage cheese stands out because it offers a practical way to bring more high-quality protein into everyday meals without making life complicated. Cottage cheese stands out for one big reason. It gives you a lot of nutrition in a very simple package. It is rich in protein, easy to find in most grocery stores, and usually affordable compared with many trendy health foods. For seniors who want realistic options, that matters. You do not need special powders, complicated meal plans, or expensive ingredients to make it work. Cottage cheese is also soft and easy to eat, which can be helpful for older adults who prefer gentler textures. Another reason people like it is versatility. It can be eaten sweet or savory, alone or paired with other foods, at breakfast, lunch, snack time, or even a light dinner. That kind of flexibility makes healthy eating easier to stick with. And when a food is easy to enjoy regularly, it becomes much more useful in real life. Cottage cheese is not a magic solution, but it is one of those practical staples that may help support strength and nourishment in a way that feels simple, familiar, and manageable for everyday aging. One of the biggest benefits of cottage cheese is its protein content. Protein gives the body important building blocks used to maintain and repair muscle tissue. That becomes especially important after 60, when muscle can be lost more easily if we are not eating enough protein throughout the day. While no single food can guarantee strength, getting enough protein on a regular basis may help support muscle maintenance, especially when combined with walking, resistance bands, light strength training, or other forms of movement. This matters because stronger muscles are not just about appearance. They are linked to everyday function, like climbing stairs, standing up more easily, carrying laundry, and feeling steadier on your feet. Many seniors focus on eating less, but sometimes the better question is whether meals are nourishing enough. Cottage cheese offers a simple way to increase protein without making meals heavy or difficult. For older adults trying to preserve independence and keep doing the activities they enjoy, that can make this unassuming food much more valuable than it first appears. Another reason cottage cheese gets so much praise is that it may help meals feel more satisfying and support steadier energy. Many people notice that when they eat a protein-rich snack or breakfast, they do not feel hungry again quite as quickly. That can make it easier to avoid the cycle of reaching for sugary foods, then feeling a slump not long after. Cottage cheese may help with that because protein is linked to fullness and can make a meal feel more balanced. For older adults, that can be especially useful during long mornings or afternoons when energy tends to dip. Instead of relying on quick snacks that leave you unsatisfied, a serving of cottage cheese paired with fruit, nuts, or whole grain toast can feel more lasting and nourishing. Of course, everyone responds to food a little differently, but many seniors appreciate that cottage cheese is simple, mild, and easy to build into a routine. Sometimes better energy does not come from eating more, it comes from eating smarter and choosing foods that satisfy more effectively. Healthy eating advice can sometimes sound expensive, complicated, or unrealistic. That is why cottage cheese appeals to so many people. It is often budget-friendly, widely available, and does not require much preparation. For seniors living on a fixed income, that can make a real difference. You are getting a protein-rich food that does not demand fancy recipes, hours in the kitchen, or a long shopping list. Open the container, add a few simple ingredients, and it is ready. That kind of convenience makes healthy choices easier to repeat. And the easier a habit is, the more likely it is to last. Cottage cheese can fit into a quick breakfast, a simple lunch, or an evening snack without much effort. It also works well for people who live alone and do not want to cook large meals every day. Sometimes the best foods are not the most glamorous. They are the ones that quietly make your life easier while still supporting your goals. Cottage cheese has earned that reputation because it combines practicality, nutrition, and affordability in one easy, everyday option. If you are wondering how to actually enjoy cottage cheese more often, the good news is that it fits into many simple meals. For breakfast, try it with berries, sliced banana, cinnamon, or a spoonful of chopped nuts. That gives you a mix of protein and flavor without much work. For lunch, pair cottage cheese with tomatoes, cucumber, whole grain toast, or a side salad for something light but satisfying. If you enjoy savory foods, add black pepper, fresh herbs, or a few avocado slices. As a snack, it goes well with pineapple, peaches, apple slices, or even a few whole grain crackers. Some people blend it into smoothies or spread it on toast for a creamy texture and extra protein. You can also use it as part of a simple bowl with vegetables and seeds. The best approach is to keep it easy and choose combinations you genuinely like. When healthy eating feels pleasant and convenient, it becomes much easier to stay consistent, and that consistency is where the real benefit may begin to show. As helpful as cottage cheese can be, there are still a few smart things to keep in mind. First, not all brands are the same. Some versions can be higher in sodium, so it may be worth looking at the label if you are trying to be mindful of salt intake. Choosing a version that fits your needs can make a difference. Second, if dairy tends to upset your stomach, cottage cheese may not be the best choice for you, and that is okay. There are other protein-rich foods that may fit better. It is also important to remember that cottage cheese is most useful as part of a balanced lifestyle. It works best alongside regular movement, good hydration, enough overall nourishment, and a pattern of meals that supports your body over time. No single food can do everything, but the right simple food, used consistently, may still play a meaningful role. So think of cottage cheese as a helpful tool, not a miracle. That mindset keeps expectations realistic while still allowing you to benefit from what it can offer. Sometimes the foods that support healthy aging the most are not flashy at all. They are simple, dependable, and easy enough to keep around every week. Cottage cheese may be one of those foods. For many older adults, it offers a practical way to bring more protein into the day, support muscle maintenance, feel satisfied longer, and keep meals easy and affordable. Those may sound like small advantages, but small advantages matter. They can help support the strength, energy, and confidence that make daily life feel more manageable and more enjoyable. If you have been looking for a realistic nutrition habit to build after 60, this could be a great place to start. You do not have to change everything overnight. Just begin with one smart choice, one simple meal, one better snack. Over time, those choices can add up. And if this video gave you a fresh reason to look at cottage cheese differently, then it may already be helping you move one step closer to stronger, more vital aging. If you enjoyed this video, tell us in the comments, how do you like to eat cottage cheese? Sweet or savory? Your ideas may help someone else discover a new favorite way to enjoy it. And if you want more simple, senior-friendly tips on nutrition, strength, and healthy aging, Make sure to like this video, subscribe to AgeStrong, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next one.